I'm Alison McNeill, reporting for Bubblicious at the long-awaited return of STIRR. Tonight's topic is deal hacks, so let's walk around and see who's making some deals. So I am here with one of tonight's presenters who did a fabulous job with his deal hacks, Adeo Ressi of The Funded. Now, for those people who aren't familiar, tell me about The Funded.
The Funded lets CEOs from around the world research, rate, and review funding sources. Angel groups, venture capitalists, private equity. We let the CEOs review everyone who gives them money.
So it's kind of turning the tables on, for the entrepreneurs, right?
Well, the funding sources review entrepreneurs every day. They make a decision, am I going to fund you or not? Whereas the CEOs rarely get to share information about who funds them. So it has completely turned the table, and in a short period of time, it's actually changed the entire fundraising industry, hopefully.
Now, you've become sort of infamous for this site, I think, but you remained anonymous at first, right? Why was that?
Well, it was pretty much a career-ending move to start such a site. When you go against the grain in the fundraising world, they take it very personally. These are people who rule over $60 billion a year in invested capital. They sit on the boards of all the great companies of the world today. FedEx, Cisco, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, etc. So they are the true captains of industry. And let me be clear, they rarely hear the truth about their weaknesses to their face. And The Funded is the first time where CEOs are actually saying the truth about behavior that they've witnessed.
Now, how did you get involved with STIRR?
Well, they were putting on a VC panel, and they thought it would be amusing to have me counteract the points made by the venture capitalists. And let me tell you, it couldn't have been any better. I had this whole thing prepared. That went out the window. Once the VCs started talking...
There's your material.
Oh, so much good material. The reality is that the entrepreneurs and the VCs speak different languages, and I read about thousands of these stories all the time. So the fodder tonight was grade A.
Now tell me about your journey with VCs. What makes you qualified to give deal hacks to the audience tonight?
Well, I've started 7 companies. The last one is thefunded.com. Most of them have been sold. One of my first ones is now AOL Digital Cities. And every single company has had investors, because at some point in growth, capital is required to succeed. Now, interestingly enough, capital is required and you take money, but the game is always changing. And I'm willing to say that today, the game is at a low point, a nadir in the history of fundraising. It's one of the worst periods, but it's also one of the best. So The Funded's helping to fix some of the bad behavior that's been allowed to propagate over the last few years.
Well, I think it's really cool, and I think you did a great job tonight, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.